Hi folks, welcome to this Sunday's Catechism. We are on to question 47, which is still on the first commandment. Let me read it to you. What does the first commandment forbid? The first commandment forbids the denying or not worshipping and glorifying the true God as God and our God, and the giving worship and glory to any other which is due to him alone. What does the first commandment forbid? The first commandment forbids the denying or not worshipping and glorifying the true God as God and our God, and the giving worship and glory to any other which is due to him alone. Now, you wonder why the Catechism does this, does the positive and the negative, and I think it's just a different emphasis and a different stress. You can work out the negative from the positive. But this one, I think, particularly, I'm thinking of the proof text. So, for example, Psalm 14, verse 1, the fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They're corrupt. None of them does any good, which is also quoted in the New Testament. And I'm reminded of a debate that I did with John Ellis on my side, Dr. John Ellis, and it was against the Secular Society, the president of the Secular Society, I think, and someone else. And it really was quite revealing at the end. The president got really angry and he stood up and he said, I don't care if you beat every argument we had, and it was a bit of a massacre, to be honest. John Ellis was brilliant. He said, I don't care if you could prove that God was real, I wouldn't worship him. And he said it with such vehemence. I've never forgotten it. So this denying that there is one true God and the refusal to worship, that's such a severe breach of the commandment. And then I go into Romans, or the proof text going into Romans 1. And I find this as well. Well, the whole of Romans 1, you could argue, is this. Romans 1:21, for example. For although they knew God, they neither glorified him as God nor gave thanks to him, but their thinking became futile and their foolish hearts were darkened. Or Romans 1:25, which says, they exchanged the truth about God for a lie and worshipped and served created things rather than the Creator, who is forever praised. Because of this, God gave them over to shameful lusts. Or Psalm 81, I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt. Open your mouth wide and I will fill it. But my people wouldn't listen to my voice. They wouldn't hearken to me. So I think this commandment, it's when we refuse to glorify and worship God. And we do that. It's our responsibility to glorify and worship him. And then the other aspect of that is when we worship and glorify someone else or something else instead of God. So worship and glory is due to God alone. And it's for that reason that, I don't think we should bow down to other gods. I don't think we should bow down to other powers. There are things that are due to God alone. Jesus says, give to Caesar what is Caesar's and God's what is God. And reverence and worship, or reverence in the sense of worship, is not due to anyone except God. No human being, no matter how gifted they are, no matter how special they are, no matter how spiritual they are. And that's why we need to be very, very careful in our churches not to make substitutes for God. Worship is due to God alone. And I love it. I've just come from the morning service here, and I love it. We should really always begin with a call to worship. And just very simply, even sometimes, let us worship God. Let us worship him alone. Let's make sure we do that. Let's not give glory to any other. And we need to be aware of the dangers, even those of us who are serving God or preaching whatever, if God blesses us and people glorify us and we don't give the glory to God, that's a very dangerous position to put ourselves in. So worship and glory go to God alone. That's what worship is about. It's not worshiping us, it's worshiping him. So God bless you. I hope you have a great day of worship. See you next week. Bye.